Podcast, WATP.
Frenchie Hanna, of course, the host of the Pure Genuine Podcast. Remember, she wasn't going to have any guests anymore. She swore them off because all these guests are just jealous of her and just want to be just like her or something. I forget what it was. Are they jealous of her equipment and how far she's gotten in life?
And her gear.
Yeah. Which equipment are we talking about?
Well, she has a guest on this show. And wow, this is another one where you just go, how do you find these people? So I want to introduce our first guest.
Welcome to Pure Genuine Podcast, where we dive into authentic experiences like never before. I'm your host, Frenchie Hanna, and today I have MJ Jamison. Hey, thank you for coming on to this podcast.
Thank you so much, Frenchie. Thank you so much for having me, babe. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for inviting me.
Yes, you're so welcome. Tell them a little bit about yourself.
Would your Adam's apple look like a mic also?
Yeah, this is the most bizarre guest yet on this show for a number of reasons. Let's find out. Also, I love that she starts with, tell us about yourself. Yeah. That was the thing that Adam Bush pointed out. It's just like, every show I go on, tell me about yourself. Like, what does that mean? What kind of detail do you want me to get into?
I like turtles.
Right. Believe it or not, Frenchie, I wasn't born a woman. Yep. All right, I believe it. So how did these two meet?
Oh, babe, where to even begin? It was just so nice to be with you and all of our community at the Trans Day of Visibility at the center down in downtown Las Vegas, where we came together in spite of the current moment of darkness in our politics.
Right.
The Trans Day of Visibility, they were at a trans convention in Las Vegas. Of all the suggestions people had for stuff that we could do in Vegas, nobody pointed this one out. Nobody thought we should grab a GoPro and check out the trans convention.
They had a great time despite hackamania. People running all over the place making fun of them.
This is an odd thing. My favorite part about Frenchie's show is, of course, Frenchie trying to talk and ask questions. Yeah. But what's great about this is how this question trips up the guest.
What was the college you went to?
Wow, what a question.
What was the college you went to? Whoa. Okay. Wasn't expecting to get this deep with you today, but are you ready? Here we go. Let's talk about that. Frenchie, she has some interesting thought processes that go on. They met at a trans convention. This woman is obviously also a trans woman. She uses the word trans, and Frenchie is confused.
So you said you always knew that you were trans. Gender, correct?
That's
okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Can you dumb it down for me?
Yeah.
So you're trans. Gender or former?
Yeah. No, continental. I live in England, but I came over here just for this.
I'm not Optimus Prime, asshole. I'm transgender. What do you think this is?
And congratulations, Carl, on boosting the audio.
Yeah, I had to.
Because I thought this was unusable. And once again, they're not using the fucking mics in front of them.
I know. It's hilarious because at one point, she even goes, oh, I'm talking to the mic, and nothing changes. There's no difference at all. Frenchie, you got to use the microphones, not the camera microphones across the room. That's what you're using right now. And I know Frenchie does the editing on this. She must hear it and see that the waveform, I was boosting this by 15 dBs at a time in order for us to be able to hear this shit. But I swear to God, this conversation that they have, it's like two trans Ray DeVitos talking to each other. They're both so dumb.
Totally.
then what society wants it to be as?
And make sure I'm speaking into the mic. Yeah, my love.
So it's not a question. And Frenchie does this thing where She just stops talking and then stares at you, and you're like, "Oh, okay, guess it's my turn then."
Yeah, she stops mid-sentence. Like,
Yeah, right.
would you please
Her brain
finish
just
this?
shuts off. We got to get Adam Bush on this show. Adam would love to just let that rest.
Yeah.
All right, this is the dumbest conversation anyone's ever heard.
So did you identify as like, oh, I identify with woman, or do you identify as transgender, or how did they say it back then? It was like transsexuals.
Oh my gosh, you know, I appreciate the nuance of your question, because in our community now, it can be so, it can be so, you know, everyone trying to be a little bit
Smart.
This is incredible. I've never heard someone ramble for so long and never say anything. Oh my gosh, yeah, and that's wow. You know, wow, yeah, you know. Can you start talking again now, please? Is my obligation over?
MJ could go on. You've already peaked.
Yeah.
For sure. I have one more clip. We'll let's have some mercy on people because of this shitty audio quality. But this is interesting because Frenchie, who I believe is a trans woman, she said that she is. She was at the trans convention. She talks about how there's a detransitioning that's happening with a lot of trans people and explains why this is. And she makes her guests so uncomfortable that they actually just change subjects and talk about something else.
Because what I believe why people are regretting their transition is because they're new on transitional. Wasn't something that was across in their mind. They seen something that became commercial, more like in the popular like circles, and then that's when they were like saying, "Oh, I want to transition. I knew I was always a woman." But then regretting like years later or within that same year of transitioning, it's like, "Oh no, I shouldn't be transitioning. What was I thinking? Like no, like just because stuff got so popular. It's like you like those new, like you like the new Tesla. Let's just say that. I know you have one, but this is just an example. You see
I've been called out. I do have a Tesla, but I'm getting rid of it because Elon Musk is a piece of shit.
Yeah, so, thank God your car's not in California.
No, so that got her off her train of thought right there. Frenchie forgot what she was talking about. But I don't know if you guys picked up on this. So they met at a thing where it's like all trans people are great. And when you become trans, you're a better person than you were before you were trans. And we're all celebrating how amazing we are. And she goes, you know, a lot of people are doing it just because it's like the thing to do right now. And, you know, they're kind of like making it seem like it's where all the cool kids are doing. And the other one was like, what? What are you talking about?
Let me ask you this.
They're ignorant. That's ignorant.
Right.
What do you regret more? Buying a Tesla or
Chopping your dick off.
Well, I haven't chopped it off yet.
Yeah, obviously not.
Great question.
But actually, she goes back and she's just like, well, there's a few people who are regretting it, but they're just like trying to be vocal about it. There's actually not very many at all. And it was very interesting that like Frenchie actually asked a controversial question to her guest.
Right.
It was like pure and genuine the way she did that. Oh, that's the name of the show. That's all making sense now. Did you watch this episode, Producer Chris?
As much as I could.
Yeah. What did you think about this this guest?
Oh, everything you pointed out. It was...
I don't know if I want more guests on Frenchie's show or fewer.
I can't figure it out either.
Yeah, because I love Frenchie on her own.
Yeah, that bearded lady was awesome.
I know. I played that bearded lady on this show and WATS. I couldn't get enough.
Who are these podcasts?